Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to London, where I'm based. My name is Mas and I'm your yoga teacher for the day. Today's class is going to be a fun one. I have a practice that is all about binds for you. And yes, binds are a challenge and you need flexibility of the body, but you need flexibility of the mind as well. Binds help us to get deeper into poses and to hold them for longer. So you always have the option of no binding or letting go of the bind if you need. I'm always going to give you a variation with no bind. But I would say give it a go at least the first time. If you have to let go of it, you can, but just give it a go. Just as a fun way of practicing today, give it a go. So today's flow, I'm gonna do it twice. The first time we're gonna hold it, we're gonna hold each pose for 3 breaths. And the second time we're gonna flow it. So we're gonna do 1 breath per movement. So get comfortable on your mat. I'm gonna go to location now. I chose a really touristic place today, so I'm a little bit limited with time. But get comfortable on your mat. I'll see you in a minute. Today we'll start in a sitting position of your choosing. Close your eyes and give yourself a few seconds of checking in with yourself, with your breath. How are you feeling? Don't try to change anything, just observe. I want you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and observe your breath. Do you feel it more in your chest? Or maybe you feel it more in your belly? Whichever it is, it's totally fine, just observe. Now I want you to start evening your inhales and your exhales. Try to make your inhale as long as your exhale. And we're going to try for the whole class to breathe through the nose. So close your mouth. Start concentrating in the nose. And see how that makes you feel. Even in the inhale and the exhale, every single time, allowing yourself to be here and now, being present. In today's practice, we might have some challenging moments, but just know that the control is always on your breath. When you're ready, your hands are going to come down to your lap. And I want you to set an intention for today's practice. It could be focusing on your breath, maybe practicing your Ujjayi breath, your ocean breath. Could be staying present, or maybe dedicating your practice to someone else. When you're ready, open your eyes. You're going to meet me on tabletop. We're going to tag the toes and we're going to sit back. I know this is going to be a little bit painful. It comes from yin yoga. It's really good for us. We're going to distract ourselves, warming up the wrist, interlace the fingers and do little rounds to one side, then the other. Stretching our toes. We don't do this enough. Really good for us. Now let's keep distracting ourselves. We're going to stretch our right arm. You're going to stretch your shoulder. If you can, you're going to go for a bind. So the left arm comes down. And first bind, grab whatever is available to you. It might just be your fingertips. That's totally fine. Now from here, maintaining that bind, if you can, you're going to round down, chin to your chest. Try to round your back. Don't let go of that bind. Come back. Now you let go to the left. You stretch your shoulder as back as you can first. Then if you can, you go for a bind with your right arm. Right arm goes around. Interlace your fingers. Hold it there. Try to bring your head up. Now if you can, without losing that bind, you try and round your back. So you try to bring your chin towards your chest. Look towards your belly. Just a few seconds. Hold it on the toes. I know it's painful, but it's great. We're gonna come back, let go, come back to tabletop, and we're gonna go to child's pose. So untag your toes, take your chest down. We have our arms in front of us extended. You can have either your forehead or your chin on the mat. Hold it there. And from here, we're gonna bring the hips up. We're gonna go for puppy pose. You're gonna go to Anahatasana. This is a heart opener. Same thing as in child's pose, but this time your hips are up. Hold them there. Forehead down. This is a heart opener. We can thread the left arm under the right, or you can stay where you are if you want. If you want, you bind, so the right arm comes across and finds the left thigh to bind. If you're feeling really brave today, you can extend your right leg as well. It comes off the ground, just a few seconds. Keep that bind. All about binds today. Come back the same way you went in. You're gonna extend both arms in front of you. Forehead comes down for a few seconds. Then if you try to the right, try to the left. Thread your right arm under the left. Then if you want, you go for the bind with the left arm. It comes around and it finds the right thigh. If you feel brave, you can extend your left leg this time. Hold it there. Off the floor just for a few seconds. We're gonna come back the same way we went in. Knee comes down. Untangle yourself. You're gonna stretch the arms in front of you one more time. Maybe this time you can go for chin on the mat, or you just stay with forehead down. I always give you variations. You take whichever serves you. No need to go anywhere to do any variation. You choose. It's your practice. You're gonna walk back with your hands. We're gonna extend our legs. We're gonna find a plank. Hold it. Always pushing away from the mat. Don't collapse. Not on the hips, not on the shoulders. Always pushing away. From here, you can stay where you are. You can reverse your hands. So palms facing out. Reversed. Hold it. You can come back to the normal plank, few more seconds. And from here, you're gonna bring your hips up. You're gonna find your first downward facing dog. Make of it whatever you need. First one, so you can walk on the spot. You can bring your heels to one side and the other in a little twist. It's your practice. Make it whatever you need. You can keep it still. Hold it for a few seconds, breathing through the nose. If you're used to working with huge A breath, you can start activating it. You can walk on the spot again like I'm doing, whatever you need. From here, you're gonna walk to the front of your mat. You're gonna keep your knees bent, hold your contrary elbow. You can swing side to side, just hang for a few seconds there. And when you're ready, you're gonna bring your left hand down and you're gonna extend your right leg and your right arm up. If you can, you look up. Little twist to start. Come back to the center. Same thing with the right hand down, left hand up. If you can, you look up. I'm extending my left knee this time. Now I'm gonna repeat it. You can do exactly the same thing, or you can try and bind. So keep that bend on the left knee now. Try to bind with your right arm. If you can, you look up. Come back to the center. Same thing with the arm down, right arm down. Then try to bind with your left arm. As I said before, you don't have to. You're gonna come back down. You're gonna hold your head and slowly you're gonna roll all the way up, opening your shoulders at the end. We're gonna interlace the fingers behind the back, little back bend, open the chest and the shoulders. And you're gonna find your first Tadasana mountain pose. Let's come to prayer. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Go back to your breath. Remember, breathing through the nose. From here, we're gonna start with Sun Salutation. Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A. When you're ready, you're gonna open your eyes. Your hands are gonna come down to your sides. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, extend your back, look forward, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale for forward from the hips. Walk to the plank. Right foot back, left foot back. Hold it. Right away, you're going to bend your knees. Exhale, chest and chin to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, find your Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. You're going to hold it here. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Always through the nose. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Breathing exercise. I do quite a bit. Inhale for 4. Inviting you to focus on your breath. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. When you're ready, you're going to come back to the front of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, come back all the way up, arms over the head, and back to your Tadasana mountain pose. One more time, same thing. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale for forward from the hips. Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale for forward from the hips. Walk to the back of your mat. Find your plank right away. Bend your knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, find your Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, hold it there. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Beautiful moment to work your huge air breath. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're going to come back to the front of your mat. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, come back up. Arms over the head to come back to your Tadasana mountain pose. Sun Salutation B, we start with an Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. You can always go to your shins. Exhale for forward from the hips. If you feel ready, you can jump. If not, just walk to the plank. If you feel ready, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, right foot is going to step forward. Press down the back heel. Find your warrior 1. Hold it. Square your shoulders, both facing forward. Maintain that bend on the front knee. Hold it there. On your next exhalation, frame your front foot. Send it back, find your plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, left foot. Step it through. You're going to press on the back heel. Find your warrior 1 on the left. Hold it. If you can, you look up. On your next exhalation, you're going to frame your front foot. Exhale, front foot. Send it back. Chaturanga. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. The knees and the hips are off the ground. Find your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to walk or jump to the front of the mat right away. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Exhale, for forward from the hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose. And all the way back to your Tadasana. One last time. Inhale, find your chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, for forward from the hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. You can be on your shins. For forward from the hips, exhale. You can walk or jump to the back. Right away, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot. Right away, you can step it forward. Press down the back heel. Find your warrior 1. Recover the torso. If you can, you look up. You can have either palms together or parallel hands, parallel arms. Hold it there. Exhale, frame your foot. Find your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Downward facing dog. Last time, left side, step it through. Press down the back heel, warrior one, hold it. Go back to your breath. We're really focusing on the breath today. In our practice, we'll hold it 3 breaths. So start getting used to it. Plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay where you are. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Just a little break before we keep flowing. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Right away, you're going to walk to the front of your mat. You can walk or jump. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Urdhva Uttanasana. We're going to keep flowing right away. Fall forward from the hips. Inhale. Go through your chair pose all the way up. Right away. Right arm comes up. We're going to stretch it just like we did at the beginning. If you can, you're going to go for the bind with the left arm. So it goes around. Grab whatever's available to you. From now on, 3 breaths per movement. From here, we're going to go to high lunge. Bringing the left foot back. Don't let go of that bind. On your next inhalation, step back. Hold it there. Recover the torso. Hold it up. Remember, holding the head up. 3 breaths. From here, you're going to find your warrior 2 on the right side. You're going to press on the back heel. 1 arm in front of you, 1 arm behind. Hold it. 3 breaths. On your next inhalation, you're going to reverse your warrior. You face back. You can be flat on your foot. You can have your arm back. You can put your hand on your back leg, or you can go for a bind and go on tiptoes on the right foot. You're going to come back. You're going to go directly to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Utthita Trikonasana. If you can, you look up. You can extend your arm up and let go of the bind if it's too much. If it's not too much, hold the bind and flex your right foot. Toes towards you. Hold it. Use your bind to open the shoulder. Open the left shoulder. Look up. We're going to come back, look down. You're going to come to side angle. Don't let go of the bind if you can. Keep looking up. If it's too much, you can extend your arm past your head and let go of the bind. If it's too much, you can always forget about it. From here, you can change your bind and you can extend and bend your front knee. We're going to do it 3 times. On the inhale, you extend. On the exhale, you bend. If you need, you can wait for us on the side angle. You can leave your knee bent. We're going to look down to come out. You can step forward and you're going to come to bird of paradise on the right. Try and come up without letting go of the bind. If you can, you can extend your right leg. You can't see it right now because it's behind me. But from there, you can extend. If you can, you look at the left side. And from here, you're going to come back. And we're going to find again that side angle. So you walk back with your left foot. You're going to come out, extend your front knee. Little back bend. Interlace your fingers behind you to come back to that plank. Frame your foot. Find your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's your flow for today. Inhale, walk or jump to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Exhale, fall forward from the hips. Inhale, come back all the way up, arms over the head, and back to your Tadasana. Let me walk to the other side so you can see the left. Same thing to the left. Left arm comes up. We extend. That elbow goes back as much as possible. Try to stretch it as much as possible. If you can, you hold that bind. Right arm goes across. For example, on this side, you can see I can only reach my fingers. That's totally fine. There's always one side that is more flexible than the other. Keep the head up. From here, we go to high lunge, 3 breaths, hold it. Try to hold the bind. If you have to let go, it's fine. If you have to try again, try again. From here, warrior 2 on the left. Press down the back heel. Left arm in front, right arm behind. Hold it there. Hold that bend on the knee. We're going to reverse the warrior. You're going to reverse your left palm first. And from here, you can choose where you go. You can put your right arm on your back leg and just look at the hand, or you can go for the bind and you can go to tiptoes on your left foot. You choose. Try to look at the hand that is up. Whatever you are. From here, we're going to go to triangle pose. If you can, hold the bind. First looking down, then looking up. If you're binding, use the bind to open your right shoulder this time. If you're not binding, you're extending your arm on top, like I'm doing right now. If you're binding, try to flex. Flex the left foot this time. Now we're going to look down. We're going to bend the left knee. You can use that shoulder to push the knee open. If you can, you look up, side angle on the left. From here, you can change the bind. You can hold the other hand. You can hold the contrary wrist. If you want, you extend the leg 3 times. On the inhale, you extend. On the exhale, you bend. If not, wait for us on the side angle. We're coming. Without letting go of the bind, we're going to step forward. Bird of paradise on the left side. Try to recover the torso. If you can, you extend the left leg. Try to hold that torso up. If you can, you look at the right, contrary side. From here, we're going to find a way down. Same way we went in. You're going to step back with your right foot. Come back to your side angle. Now let go of the bind. Interlace your fingers behind you. Straighten your front knee. Little back bend to frame your left foot. Send that back to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to hold it here. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2, inviting you to focus again on your breath. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. You can always go to dolphin. Bend both elbows. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. If not, stay on downward facing dog. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. We come back to downward facing dog right away. You're going to walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, extend your back, look forward, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, come all the way up and back to your Tadasana. We're going to repeat it one more time to each side. Let me come back to the right. This time, one movement, one breath. Inhale, right arm up. Stretch your shoulder. Find the bind, one breath. From here, you're going to step back with your left foot. Find your high lunge on the right. One breath. Find your warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. You choose your variation to go to your triangle pose. Looking down, then up. If you can, you flex the foot. If not, stay where you are. Side angle. If you can, you look up. You can change the bind. Extend your front knee. If you need, you stay on the side angle. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. We're gonna walk forward. Bear of paradise. You extend your leg. You might just stay here. That's totally fine. You might not even come up, and that's fine as well. If you extend the leg, try to do in one breath. Extend and then come back down. We're gonna walk back. Find the side angle again. Let go. Little back bend before finding our plank. One more time. Frame the foot. Find your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, extend your back, look forward. Exhale for forward from the hips. Inhale, come all the way up, back to your Tadasana. Last time, left side. Let me walk to the other side. Now, left arm comes up. Left elbow goes as back as possible. Try and bind with the right hand. Whatever is available to you. We're going to step back to that high lunge on the right. Hold it. Now find your warrior 2. One breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior. I know we're moving fast. The control is in the breath. Inhale, find your Uttita Trikonasana triangle pose. Looking up if you can. You can flex the foot or not. Now you're gonna bend your left knee, find your side angle. From here, you have the option of changing the bind, or you can extend your arm past your head. You choose. You can extend your front knee and bend it. Whatever you decide, 1 breath per movement. Come out of it. You can step forward close to your left foot. Left foot comes off the mat. Find your balance. You might lose it like me for a second. Just recover. If you can, you extend the leg. You look at the contrary side, and then you're gonna come back down. Find, or again, your side angle. Walk back. Let go. Interlace your fingers. Little back bend. To come back to that plank, you're gonna frame the foot, send it back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. You're gonna hold it there. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. You're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna come to child's pose. Now we're gonna go for a headstand today. Simple headstand, just playing around. Give it a go. So you're gonna bring your head up. You're gonna find your contrary elbow to calculate the distance of your elbow between your elbows. Now you're gonna interlace your fingers, put your head down, top of the head down. Now bring your hips up. You're gonna walk with your feet as close as you can to your elbows, and then you're gonna bring your knees up. You might just bend one knee today or the other knee, or you can bring both knees up. You're gonna bring them towards your chest. If you feel you have the control, then you can extend one leg at a time. If you're used to practicing with headstands, by all means go to your normal headstand, practice whatever variation you want. I'm gonna come back down for a second to child's pose, and I'm gonna try a second time. So same idea, I'm finding the contrary elbow, creating a nest with my hands, putting the head down. You wanna hold the head, top of the head down. I bring the hips up. I'm gonna walk towards my elbows. Then I'm gonna bend. I do one knee at a time. If you have enough control, you could extend both knees at the same time, or you can go one leg at a time. I'm making it easy to try today. One knee at a time. Hold it there, always pushing away from the mat with your elbows. Try not to collapse on your shoulders. You're always pushing away, creating space on your shoulders. Don't collapse. Find the way down however you need it. You can go down the same way you went up. We're gonna find child's pose again. From here, you're gonna bring your head up at your own pace. Don't move too fast after inversion. You're gonna bring your legs forward. Let me face you. I'm gonna bend my right knee. I'm gonna step with my right foot, and I'm actually gonna go for a bind. You wanna go in front of your shin, and then grab whatever is available to you. You can flex your left foot. Try to fall forward. Forward fold like we've been doing all this time, falling from the hip. Let go. Now we're gonna cross the foot to the other side. You can go for a normal twist using the left elbow, or you can go for a bind. You can even push the wrist in like I just showed, and then you grab your fingers from the other side. Look back if you can. Nice. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Slowly. You're gonna look forward, come out, untangle yourself. We're gonna bend the left knee this time, bring it close. Then you go in front of your shin, forward fold. You can flex your right foot this time. Just a few seconds, grab whatever's available to you. You might be able to grab the contrary wrist. It might be the fingers. It's totally fine. Come back, we're gonna cross. You can use your elbow and look back, or you can go for the bind. See how I push my wrist? Then you grab whatever's available to you. You can still flex your foot. Just a few seconds. Come back the same way you went in. So first the head, then the rest of the body. Nice. From here, we're gonna find Navasana. Navasana, we're up here. You can go for a bind on Navasana as well, which would be finding the contrary elbow. Hold it there. Or you can stay where we were before. That's totally fine. Now, if you want to do this variation, you can grab your toes, peace sign fingers, and you can extend. I'm opening my chest, looking up. Really think of extending your back. You can open like I just did, or you can stay whatever variation makes sense to you. You can stay just in front. From here, with control, you're going to bring your feet down. We're going to lie down facing up. Bring your feet closer to your hips and hips come off the ground. Try to go for a bind under your hips today. Hold them up, half bridge, hold it there. Breathing through the nose, try not to twist the neck. From here, you're gonna come out. We're gonna go directly to Halasana. So your legs are gonna come over your head. You might have your feet on the ground or not. You can hold your low back if it helps, or you can have the palms down on the mat. Whatever you need here. If you have your feet on the ground, only if your feet are on the ground, you can bend your knees and cover your ears with your knees. You can try and give yourself a hug over your knees. Find your contrary elbow if you can. If not, stay wherever you are. Totally fine. Breathing through the nose. Find your way down slowly. Keep your knees on your chest. Give yourself a hug. You can rock side to side. We're gonna let go of the left leg. You're gonna stay with your right knee. Bring it in towards the chest. Then we're gonna go for a twist. You're gonna use your left hand to bring it towards the left. If you can, look right. If you want, you can bend your left leg, hook it on top so it pushes you down. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, look at me, I'm doing it. Nice. We're gonna come back to the center. Let go of the right knee, grab the left, bring it towards the chest first. Then using the right hand, you're gonna take it to the right side. If you can, you're gonna look at the left. You can hook one more time the contrary leg on top. You bend it and the knee goes on top. From here, at your own pace, you're gonna come back to the center, untangle yourself. Come back to the center. Now, I'm gonna go for a happy baby, but if you feel like you need any other kind of movement before we close the practice, before we go to Shavasana, feel free. If you wanna try happy baby, I'm doing a different variation, which is extending one leg at a time, or you can just stay normal happy baby, letting your knees fold to the sides. You can keep it still. You can rock side to side. You can extend both knees like I'm doing. Up to you. Last few movements before we find Shavasana, dead body pose. Slowly find your way down. Get comfortable. You can go a little bit wider with your feet. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. Nothing else to do. All the work is done. Now try to find some stillness and go back to your normal breath. Stop wiggling your toes and your fingers. You're going to stretch your arms over your head. Have a big stretch. Bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a last hug. You can rock side to side. Find your contrary elbow if you want. And we're going to fold to the right side, the young side. Hold it there. And at your own pace, you're going to find your way up. Just sitting position of your choosing, facing forward. Keep your eyes closed if you can. We're gonna go back to one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Observe your breath now. Go back to that intention you set for this practice. If you made it, congratulations. If you didn't, it's all good. We will try again next time. Let it go. Last few breaths. Slowly bring the hands down to your lap. Open your eyes. We're going to breathe together to end the practice. Arms over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Down to heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, back down to heart center. 1 last time. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Namaste. Thank you for flowing with me today. If you want your practice to get stronger and stronger every single week, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading a new class every single Sunday from wherever I am in the world. And I will keep showing you my favorite places in London while I'm in town. If you want to keep practicing today, here are more classes. If not, I'll see you really soon. My name is Shayda Mas. Namaste.